Hi, I'm very happy to say that I'm wrapping up my completion of the training Personalize Your Template, and I wanted to go through my MBA 6300, which is offered as distant learning for fall of 2013. So I put a lot of interactive elements into the course, which I think will really help, especially with this topic, because this class tends to be one that students do not look forward to taking. So with that said, I'm trying to do everything I can to make this learning not only very valuable to the future, but also as engaging as I can. So where the students will start and where I'd like to start with you is in the Start Here area of the course. In entering into the Start Here area, what we find is right off the bat a welcome voice email, which I plan to send to the students. I made this very broad and not too specific because it's really just the one that they'll first receive from me. So it's a little overview of the course and of course a welcome. Following that, they'll head into the readings and activities. And one of the things that I wanted to do with this class was to make the format match from week to week. So this format that you're seeing in the Start Here area is also what they'll see from week to week, and we'll go into week one to demonstrate that. So they have a couple of tasks to complete, including their text and a course survey, which gives me an idea of their background in this subject. And following that, I have a mashup that I did using the Snagit technology to go over the syllabus. After I did use Snagit to go over the syllabus, I then posted this video to YouTube to make it accessible to use as a mashup in Blackboard. So that, like I say in the video, it covers a lot of the syllabus, not everything. Everything's important, but I really wanted to highlight the things that maybe some people tend to miss, or just emphasize what they need, and this was a great way to do that. I love that technology. Okay, so the next area that is always very important to me as an instructor is announcements. So to make sure that I'm being consistent, I usually try to do about 3 announcements a week. I do a welcome announcement at the beginning of the week, try to post a midweek announcement that will give some tips and help for the subject, and the final kind of wrap up the week announcement. So that normally there's at least 3, sometimes there's more depending on the week. So if we go into week 1, we will find the consistent format from week to week for the course, and some of the things that I added were this folder at the bottom, which was media for statistics. Now for the first week, the course topic is statistics. So what I did in there was provide some entertaining things that would support learning statistics. So I found a wonderful website through Harvard that had studied math in media, and I pulled some films and different media available on that website. So also on this page I have a voice board on the subject. So encouraging students to interact with one another. The voice board contains an area where they can post ways that they've learned or used statistics in the past. So I did a voice board first in there just to share some things that helped me with probability. And hopefully they'll kind of get engaged with that and help each other out. So the other area I'd like to point out is the virtual office hours. So one of the best practices that we learned in the training was to encourage contact. Encouraging contact, I did create virtual office hours. Now, I have some evening hours in there, but I believe what I'll do is do a voice board after the class starts, allowing them to express which would work best for them. And then we'll kind of pull that together what works with my schedule, and I'll create office hours that would best suit the demands of the course. So another area that I took advantage of with the training was in our discussion board. And in our discussion board, we have the Cyber Cafe, and I subscribe to that Cyber Cafe, so I will get alerts when somebody makes a comment in there or asks a question for help. So that's a great way to really be quick and react to the students as they need help or maybe get frustrated. So that's another way to encourage contact. Relating the content was our second area of focus for best practices, and I feel that would be accomplished best by the voice board. So my focus is to do, this is not graded but just engaging. So what I wanted to do was weekly put a voice board in there that would talk about each topic, and again that would promote consistency throughout the class. Focusing on active learning, I think that best is achieved with the different mashups that I use. So within each week, like we saw in this area, media with statistics, if we click on that, there's a few things in there that they can take a look at. So I have my voice board in there with the first post of me speaking towards statistics. I have a TV show that was a short run series on the History Channel. I was very careful with what media I did put in. I did not watch some of the media, so if that was the case, I simply put the trailer that would have been displayed on any channel. So I went to YouTube and found a trailer that didn't contain anything that might offend. I was really careful with that if I had not viewed the video or wasn't real sure about what was in those things. So I didn't want to put something in my course that I wasn't really comfortable or haven't seen on my own. The other area that definitely supports what the students would learn in the syllabus was adding rubrics. So far what I've done was add a rubric to the grading of discussion boards. So in this class, it's not too subjective to begin with in 6300, just because most of the time there's not we're using Excel to solve our problems, so there's not too much variance for them to get the question incorrect where I would like to give them partial credit. So with that said, one of the areas that may, as a student, appear to be subjective would be the discussion board. So I found that very important to add the rubrics into the discussion board and make those available to the students, which supported what they found in the syllabus. So that is my class. I'm very proud of the work that I put in. I would encourage anybody to take the time to do the training and also to use Snagit. That technology is very useful, especially when you're doing things online and you're trying to simplify how you explain something. Meaning, in my coursework here, we use a lot of Excel, and there's sometimes some add-ins that are required. So what I did was videotape or use Snagit to incorporate a tutorial in those things. So I think from week to week, I'll probably be adding quite a bit more. In the course that I'm teaching right now, which is Summer Block 2, they're very fortunate because not only was I incorporating these these new tools that I learned in Blackboard into this course, but I'm also taking advantage of those right now. So the students seem to love the YouTube videos that I made using Snagit. So thank you so much, and take care.